Welcome to the Frost Fortress YouTube channel. In this channel, we talk all things Whiteout Survival. And today's topic, why are we getting kicked out of rallies and garrisons? Been in chat, I see people asking all the time, why did you kick me out of the rally? Why did you kick me out of the garrison? And the response is, you used the wrong hero. So let's talk about it. Hopefully in today's video, I can help you understand what they're talking about. Are they right? Are you in fact using the wrong hero or not? So today's video is not for whales, and it's not really for rally captains or garrison leaders. But if you are a rally captain or you're a garrison leader, stay tuned in because you'll know what to look for in your rally joiners and make sure they're making you as strong as possible. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to call a rally so that we can take a look at what stats are applied. Let's just go ahead and recall somebody. Just recall this. I'll speed this up so you don't have to wait. A group of troops have returned. Let's go ahead and call a rally. And call. Okay. Now let's go to our rally right here. If I click on myself, you're going to see right here, this flag right here means that I am the rally captain. This button right here is where you're going to see the stats of the rally. These are my stats that are going to be applied to this particular rally. These are my hero skills from my 3 heroes, and they are all going to be applied up to 9. So if you have 3 mythic heroes, you're going to have 9 of these. All of these will be applied, and they're going to be applied to everyone's troops. My stats, my hero skills will be applied to everyone. Now these 4 slots right here are going to be filled. Let's go back. Let's go back and wait. Somebody coming in? Okay, people are in now. So let's see what we got. So they came in. These got filled. Typically, they're going to be filled by your first 4 joiners of the rally. Now, this is not always true. If somebody joins with a lower level skill, they will get bumped out by higher level skilled. So if you're joining with a level 3 skill and it's the appropriate skill, and someone else joins with the wrong hero, with the wrong skill, but they're a higher level, they're actually going to bump you out. So you are not going to be used here, which is problematic. Now let's take a look at the hero skills. I'll show you where to identify these. Okay, so let's take a look at our heroes. Now it doesn't matter what generation of hero that you have. They're your first gen on out. Currently, we only have second gen heroes, first and second. We're about to get third gen heroes, but this applies through all generations. You can pick any hero and click on them and come down here to where it says skills. You click on the skills tab. Now those 4 applied skills that I would be receiving from 4 rally joiners are this skill right here. Your very first expedition skill. Doesn't matter what hero you pick. If you put that hero in the first position and it has a little blue flag, it's using this skill and only this skill to contribute to the rally leader's stats. So the next thing that we need to decide is, are we going to garrison or are we going to attack? Because it's different. If we're going to garrison, then we want to push defense and health. And if we want to attack, we want to increase our offense as much as possible. So let's just say that we're going to do an attack. I personally just lead with Flint, and I'll show you why. When we come to our skills, and I'm not typically a rally leader, I join, so I want to make my rally leader as strong as possible. So I take a look at the expedition skill number 1. I'm level 5, and that does 40% damage up. So that's going to increase everyone's damage 40%. Now, if 4 people, myself and 3 other people, join first with level 5 in this expedition skill, that's going to give us 160% damage up across everything. So these bonuses do stack when you're a rally joiner. Jesse. Take a look at Jesse. Damage up 20-25%, depending on where you're leveled at. Jasser. If you look at the skill, click on the skill, and you go to this one right here. Damage up. So these are all attack bonuses. These are going to help increase the amount of attack in your entire group. So we are going to boost the rally leader's stats. Okay? If you click on a hero and you're sending them out and you click a skill and it's got this little green hammer, this is not a combat skill. These with the swords crossed, those are combat skills. These are building skills. They're worthless in combat. Okay? So we want to evaluate, are we defending or attacking? And we want to look at our heroes. Those of you guys on here, put in the comments below, what are your favorite first 2 heroes? Your first attack hero and your first defense hero when you're garrisoning. Now, if we want to look at defense, Sergey. Take a look at Sergey's skill. Damage taken down by 20%. Now remember, it's just this skill. Nothing else applies. So if you have 4 Sergeys at level 5 stack there, you're going to decrease the damage taken across everybody by 80% because these skills do stack. Now, this may be a conversation that you have to have with your garrison captain or your rally leader. And this is because if you are garrisoned and you have a large march coming toward you and you know that player's stats, if they have a high attack, then you're going to want to put Sergey because Sergey is going to boost your defense. Now, if they're marching at you and they are boosted for lethality, then you should probably take a look at Patrick. Let's look at Patrick's skills. Patrick, at a level 5, is going to do plus 25% health. And lethality attacks health, right? So if we can increase the health across the board, we're going to do better defending against somebody with high lethality. Now, on the other hand, when we're attacking, the idea is to do as much damage as possible. Defense is like your armor. Look, guys, I just want to take a minute to record over this and let you know I'm having some serious microphone issues today, and I am doing my best to remedy that. I'm sorry for blowing you out in the first portion of this video, but hopefully it'll be better from here on out. Okay, so If they're marching with heavy attack, you want heavy defense. If they're marching with heavy lethality, you want heavy health. So just coordinate with your rally leader or your garrison leader. Now, on the other hand, if you're attacking, also do the same. Talk to your rally leader. Ask them about their stats and what they want boosted. What do they want you to lead with? Just hit them in chat. Say, hey, you just started a rally. What should I lead with? But they're just going to have a general idea. They don't know where your hero skills are. I know a lot of people that lead with Geronimo. If you take a look at Geronimo's skills, I personally didn't think that Geronimo was worth the spend for a season 1. But he's going to do damage up to 25%. That is a great first position hero for an attack. Jasser, great for an attack. Let's take a look at these guys. Okay, what's our first position here? Defense up, health up, 10% and 10%. Now, a lot of people get confused and they say, well, I sent a hero with a shield. Let's take a look here. Natalia with a shield, because she's infantry, does not necessarily mean that it's going to be a hero that's good for defense. When we look at Natalia's first skill, chance of stun. Okay. One of the reasons why we don't use Molly on the bear is because she doesn't do damage with the first skill. And her first skill is stun. Right? So let's take a look at Molly. This is a great hero to use if you're a rally leader, but not if you're a joiner. If you're a joiner and you put Molly in the first position, you're going to have a 20% chance of stun. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to find our hero with the best damage up skill. Attack up. Lethality up. Right? Whatever hero that might be for you. Look at this. Attack up 15%, defense up 10%. This is a good all around. If it's all level 5, you could kind of send it out on either one. My rule of thumb is the heroes that I don't want their skill used, I leave the skill low. That way, if I join with Natalia, let's say on bear, I know that everybody else joining is going to be joining with higher than a level 2 skill. So my skill will not be applied, and it doesn't really matter. I never have to worry about sending the hero that has a skill that's not going to be beneficial to the raid or to the garrison. There are only a few things that you need to do if you're joining a rally or a raid. The first one is to identify, are we attacking or are we defending? And talk to the rally leader or to the garrison captain. Ask them. If you're unsure and things are moving quickly and you don't have time to look at your heroes, ask somebody, what should I send? Don't just blindly send heroes. The next thing that you need to look at is we need to make sure that we are sending the strongest troop possible. We don't want to send a spread. Right? If you don't have a full march of T10s, T7, whatever your level is, join with an appropriate level. Don't send a bunch of little tiny troops, because you're going to eat up places within that group that could be filled with higher level troops. So ask somebody, is what level of troops should I be sending? Is there does it matter? I personally have lost a couple times when I go over here and I go to a rally, I go, oh, Polar Terror 6, 279 million. Okay. And I hold a rally and I go, okay, great. Yeah, we'll send this out. And people have set their accounts to auto join, maybe, or maybe they didn't know what they were doing. And they joined with low tier troops, and I actually lost. Be mindful of the troops that you send, and make sure that the hero that you're sending is supporting the rally leader, the garrison commander. Make sure that you are doing what you need to do to be supportive. Now, the rally leaders and the garrison captains, they have a lot more responsibility. You only have two things to do: send the right hero and send the best troops possible. I also see in the comments a lot where people say, hey, I went right up here and I did troop lethality up and I did troop attack up and I bought defense and I spent 20,000 gems on 12-hour defense. Stop doing that. Just stop. Right? You're blowing gems. You should be saving those gems for the lucky wheel. If you apply one of those buffs, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually make any difference at all if you're in a garrison or a rally. Those are individual buffs. So if we remember right, when we're in a rally, the rally captain's stats and buffs cover everybody. Everybody's troops are acting as if they were part of his march. So if the rally captain activates one of these buffs, this buff is going to cover all of the troops in the rally. All of them. If you have a strong hero, let's say I just finished Lucky Wheel and I got Flint, and I got Flint up and his skill is level 5, but his gear is none. I don't have any gear for him yet. I haven't put together gear. I haven't had time to swap gear. Should I still join with him? Yes. Because his gear doesn't matter. My chief gear doesn't matter. My charms don't matter. My stats don't matter. This one thing right here is the only thing that applies. Let's go ahead and re-equip that before I forget. So, today is what we covered. Stop doing it wrong. Stop getting kicked out. Identify the hero that you want to use and make sure that it's the appropriate one. You guys, tell me in the comments below, what hero do you like to lead with? Are you a rally captain? If so, what heroes are you using? Now, as for the joiner, what hero have you been using? Let's talk about it. Also, I'm pretty new at this, so let me know what you think about the channel so far in the comments. And that is going to do it for us today. Thanks for joining. I hope that you come back. Have a blessed day.